What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. Oh no. Oh no. Your man's Tyrone. MTK Tyrone. At this point, I can't even lie to you, man. Initially, yeah, the information I brought to you, man, was exclusive. Like I said before, I've got people in the MTK payroll department, yeah, in the accounts payable department, who told me, who leaked the information. Listen, YB, I've seen the checks going out. Yeah, I've seen the direct debits going out to Tyrone, MTK Tyrone, from MTK themselves. YB, I've seen the Mercedes-Benz finance book. No doubt. I've seen the Tyrone Booths, Mercedes finance payments going out from MTK, 100%. I showed you, man, the receipts. That's what we have seen. No one wanted to listen. Oh, YB, you're wrong. He's not a shill for MTK. No, YB, you're wrong. He's not. No, YB. Trapahan doesn't go round Tyrone Booth's house on a Friday and Saturday night. No, YB. Tyrone isn't a kept woman. No, you're wrong. He doesn't have a Mercedes. No, YB. He's not nearly a millionaire from MTK payments. No, YB. No, YB. Trapahan doesn't rock around there on a Saturday night and ride the hind legs off him. That's what you man said. Rightly or wrongly. That's what you man said. Next thing we know, the evidence comes out expeditiously. And like I said at the start of the video, at this point, they ain't got no shame. Why? Because I've exposed it. There's no shame to be had now. It's already out in the open. Before, if you notice his behaviour, it was more clandestine. But as always, the YB, the truth, the true light, the one light, has shone light on the darkness. That's what he has done. And now Tyrone ain't got no shame. He out there. All of his secrets are out there. You know what I'm saying? They're all out there. He's thinking to himself, well, everyone knows that Trapahan's coming around my yard on a Friday and Saturday night and hanging at the back of me, so I might as well just let it all hang out. And that's what we see now, on your screen. Never mind on my screen, you can see it yourself. Tyrone's last video, no shame. Just look at the shillery. Seriously. I don't care what no one says. If you're honest with yourself, if you're not also a shill, no one can sit there and look at this video and conclude he is not a paid shill. What have I told you? MTK, the same way let's not forget this, we know for a fact MTK pay Coogan, publicly speaking. Do you think that they buy only a few parts of the media? Or do you think they buy all of the media? And I'm telling you, these organisations aren't stupid. They want something for everyone. They want to own the market. You don't own the market by missing the niches. Tyrone Booth is a niche, a big niche. He alleges he's got 100,000 subscribers or whatever. It's a big niche for a YouTube channel. Yeah? And what do we know? We know MTK paid Coogie Bear. Coogan, IFL Coogan, MTK Coogan. We know he's paid. We know Coogan removed interviews at the behest of MTK. For example, I've got another video coming soon. MTK forced IFL TV to remove the Mickey Theo interviews. Oops. Oops. Mickey Theo was on IFL TV last year. He was doing the most on there, calling out John Scary. Guess what? MTK puts the word in. You man have a look. Don't take my word for it. I've got another video coming soon exposing it. You best believe. But if you don't believe me for the meantime, check it out yourself. Never mind Mark Tibbs' interview with Billy Ho. That's old news. Where have John Fury's interviews gone with MTK? Oops. Nowhere to be found. Gone. Purged. No comment made either. Yeah? So that's how they operate. We know that for a fact. All I'm asking you, man, to do is use your brain a little bit. What do we know now? Your man's Tyrone. He's what you call. He's a what's that word they call? But essentially, he is a deep plant. Yeah, he is deep. He's in deep cover. People like Coogan, they're They're in plain view. They're what we call, they're plain clothes agent. No, IFL TV is almost like a uniform agent. Everyone knows what they're getting. Yeah? Coogie Bear, IFL TV are what we call uniform agents. Everyone can see what they are. But Tyrone, he is what we call a deep cover agent. He's been playing the other side, yeah? Oh yeah, just don't forget this. Think about the psychological operation. Who was the first man to come up with the name Boxer Size Ben? Who was it? Tyrone. MTK Tyrone. Why did he do that? At the time, people thought he was genuine. Oh yeah, look. Yeah, Tyrone hates the establishment. Oops. Oops. Little did you man know, he was, I can't even lie to you, for a little while, he had the YB as well. Fair play to you, man. You nearly got me. Until one of my sleeper cell dons came through from the accounts department and exposed the payments. Oops. But like I was saying, Tyrone himself came up with these lines. So, I don't know about you, man, but unless you're a flip-flopper, who comes up with lines and then starts questioning them? Unless they're trying to change a narrative. It's a classic psyop tactic. Give them, ask the questions, or kind of set the narrative. Be the one to put something out there, Boxer Size Ben, and then be the one to take it away. Does that make sense? You initiate it and you take it away. It looks subtle as such. Oh no, it can't. For example, people go along with a thing. Oh no, for example, 100%. People have been telling me no YB for months. Yeah, people have been telling me no YB. Look, Tyrone, he calls out MTK. He calls out El Trapahan. Oh what? You mean the same way he called out Boxer Size Ben? Oops. Yeah, that's what they do. That's a psyop in itself. Initially, they start off a certain way. They reel everyone in. Yeah, I told you. Tyrone is the, what's the word I'm looking for? He's the niche market kind of thing. He's not the main. They've already got the plain clothes. They've already got the uniform dons. They've already got the behind the gloves and IFL TV. They needed someone for the subculture as well. They want to own the whole market. So what do? They got Tyrone Booth on the payroll from the jump and wheeled him out. Yeah, he was wheeled out. Yeah, Tyrone, be edgy. Question MTK. Why? The best undercover dons are the ones who obviously blend in. When you have an undercover agent, you don't tell them, oh, whatever you do, don't discuss the real prize. Instead, you tell them, yeah, talk about the real prize. Call us out. Because what does that do? That builds trust. That builds respect. That builds the following. So I've got people telling me, YB, yeah, no, he calls out YB, he can't be a deep covered on. It's not possible. He's called out MTK before. Oops. What, you mean the same way he called out Boxer Size Ben? And now he's questioning it. Is it time to stop calling Boxer Size Ben? No, Tyrone, it isn't time to stop doing that. What you mean to say is, your masters, your script writers have told you it's time now to flip the switch, to flip the script. Because what you do is, you wheel everyone in, you get wheeled, Tyrone got wheeled out, and then what they do is they round everyone up. Yeah, put these narratives out there. Put out the Boxer Size Ben narrative. Gain everyone's trust, gain everyone's respect. And now you've been exposed and you're washed up. What are they doing? You're now a spent asset. So now they're just going to squeeze Tyrone for whatever they can. Hence, the game's up now, more or less. The YB's exposed us. The YB stays on our neck. So what we better do now is squeeze out the last little bit of juice. So whoever we can get now to shill, whoever we can get now to change their mind and change their opinion, we'll just take that. Because the YB popped his deep cover. He ain't got no deep cover no more. Tyrone is essentially coming out now and just admitting he's a uniform agent, 100%. Because what is this? This is the kind of thing IFL TV would do. Do we need to stop calling him Boxer Size Ben? What? Do we need to? Based on what? You mean based on Josh Taylor doing nothing for the last 4 rounds? That for me was the definition of Boxer Size Ben. Typical Instagram trainer. So what do you mean? What's Ben Davidson done in the last X amount of time to justify his name being changed? Oops. Nothing. He's done nothing, but that's the point. He doesn't have to have done anything. Because Tyrone isn't telling you to change the name based on anything logical. He's telling you to change the name back or get rid of the diss, because MTK have told him, his paymasters have told him, Tyrone, the YB's exposed you, so now we just need to convince as many sheeple as we can. Let's get as many people as we can on board. I'm just waiting. What I'm waiting for next is the Coogan stuff. In fact, we've even heard the Coogan stuff. We've heard him say, "Oh, you know, Coogan's not so bad," and yeah, Coogie and all this kind of stuff. He's just moist now. Tyrone finished. Yeah, Tyrone's deep cover is finished. He's washed. His live streams are washed. The most washed. Not even a bit not washed. How about that? So, in the day, Tyrone's deep cover is gone. He bait. And now, any little narratives out there, let's not forget, the Ben Davidson narrative has been a strong one. So you know they're getting ready to pull the plug on Tyrone when they're backtracking on these kind of ones. Boxer size Ben has been a staple for Tyrone. So what possibly would make him do a 180 on this one? I'll tell you what, the script writers. And this is there's going to be a lot of men who are mad right now, because a lot of people have been saying things to me like, YB, what are you talking about? He calls out Ben Davidson. He calls out MTK. Oops. Is this not a definition of not calling something out? Trying to get you, man, to change your opinion based on... And in this video, he don't bring no analysis of, oh, well, A, B, C, D, yes, I think Ben Davidson's finally earned an upgrade in his name. What? No, none of that. He just wants you to magically change his name back to something positive. Why? Oh, you mean the same way you wanted to change Billy Ho Saunders to positive? What happened to the... How come the Black Quitter don't... Innit? Wait a minute. Is it a coincidence that we don't see a video saying, is it time to stop calling AJ a quitter, or is it time to stop calling Daniel Dubois a quitter, or is it time to stop calling O'Hara Davis the Black Quitter? Oops. There ain't no videos of that, is there? Oh, but magical. MTK's Golden Boys, Fury and Boxer Size Ben and Billy Ho Saunders. Oh, we need... Billy Ho's not... Is it time to stop calling Billy Ho a quitter, and Billy Ho didn't quit and all this kind of stuff? Oops. Oh, but don't tell me he's not an MTK shill. But it's just a coincidence. All the dons he shills for, all the dons all of a sudden are all MTK. All MTK's #1 star boys. Don't tell me. It's a coincidence. Where's all the... If it's just a coincidence, where are all the other videos of him trying to change popular opinion for everyone else who aren't MTK, innit? Why hasn't Tyrone had a change of heart for poor old O'Hara Davis, who's washed? Ben Davison, he's doing alright. Poor O'Hara Davis is washed. He needs some popular opinion. Tyrone got nothing to say. Why? Because he ain't MTK. He ain't one of MTK's Golden Boys. Because Tyrone hasn't been handed the O'Hara Davis script, unfortunately for him. But you best believe Billy Ho Saunders, Tyson Scary, Ben Davison, oh, he wants to change popular opinion, alright. Begging for it. Trying to get all of his subculture to start banging on the... And this is how it starts, to be fair. Putting the question out there is how it starts. Do we need to stop calling him Boxer Size? But why would that possibly... Think about it. Let's say I'm wrong, yeah? What would possibly... how, or when, where... would that notion cross Tyrone Booth's mind? Innit? Think of it from a... Let's assume I'm wrong. He's not paid. He's not a shill. He's not reading from a script. Okay then, I'm wrong. Where, innit? So on a random day, on a random Monday, Tyrone Booth just magically thought, oh, my man doesn't put out 1,000 videos, so the one video he puts out this week, innit? Arguably, video topics are normally the most important thing of that week. So wait a minute. Are you telling me the most important thing of this week was Should fans stop calling Ben Davidson boxer size Ben? What? Come on now, people. Get serious. Just think about it for a second. Video titles are the top news headlines. One of them. There ain't no headline about Ben Davidson being called boxer size Ben. Boxer size Ben in itself is a very minute thing. Has no relevancy to this week's news. So where has he got that from? Oops. A script, like I told you. It's the only place it could have come from. There's nowhere else. It hasn't come from the news. It hasn't come from record breaking, innit? It hasn't come from nowhere else. Something that specific, and what you're telling me, it's a coincidence. It just crossed his mind that you just magically call a whole video this random ass thing. Come on now. They've told him. Listen, Tyrone. Truth is, the YB has been rinsing Ben Davidson. Ben Davidson has no credibility. Why? Because the YB goes all the way in on him. There ain't even a little bit left the YB hasn't gone in on. Because not only do I air him out for his shillery, I also break him down, technically speaking and fundamentally speaking. I've explained to you what makes Ben Davidson a rubbish trainer fundamentally. Things you can't argue with. Bottom line fundamentals, and the thing is, it's not even just one video. I've done it time and time again. And Ben Davidson's going through it. He hears all the videos. That's what you think. It's a coincidence that all of a sudden Ben Davidson comes out and says, "Oh yeah, no, AJ needs to really commit and really get stuck in and go aggressive." Where do you think you got that from? It didn't come out of his mind. He's been studying, listening to all of the YB's videos, and he thought, "Oops, yeah, you're right. YB knows. I'm listening to the YB. He knows what he's talking about. He's the number 2 trainer in the UK. Oops, maybe I shouldn't do what I'm doing and ruin Josh Taylor. Maybe I should start listening to the YB. You know what? That's what I'll do. Because listen, Ben Davidson ain't got an aggressive bone in his body. I've never heard him say someone needs to push forward. Oh, what, you man thought it was a coincidence? The YB starts airing Ben Davidson out. All of a sudden, he wants to be all aggressive and whatnot. Get out of here, man. He listening to the YB. He trying to be the YB 2.0. Ben Davidson going through it. Ben Davidson picked up the phone to El Trapahan and begged him, "Please, El Trapahan, engage all of your deep cover agents to get my narrative, to get my popular opinion positive." And that's what happened. They engaged. There's Tyrone Booth, deep cover agent, and that's where the video came from, 100%. Because it didn't come from the magical ether in Tyrone Booth's brain randomly. That's where it didn't come from. End of the day, for anyone who has any level of intelligence can see this is shillery, the definition of shillery. Tyrone Booth was meant to be a sworn enemy of boxer size Ben. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he now shilling. Isn't that amazing? You can't write this.